welcome to the feed, your daily dose of breaking news and trending stories. As usual, we start with local news. Guys, Clare Valley fishing icon Eli Slater just proved he's absolute royalty on the water by defending his title at the 49th Annual Fisherman's Day competition on Monday, May 25th. Captaining his trusty vessel Angel, the retired Coast Guard officer dragged in a mind-blowing 929-pound haul at the Kingstown Fish Market using a modernized semi-long line technique he learned from his Grenadian partner. This legendary catch secured Slater a heavy 25,000 EC dollars cash prize, a flow-sponsored Samsung Galaxy S26, and his 7th overall Fisherman of the Year title. Minister of Fisheries, Marine and Land Conservation and Climate Resilience, Conroy Huggins, was right on hand to witness the historic moment as our local fishing sector rides a massive comeback following the infrastructural wreckage left by Hurricane Beryl. Can any fisher in the 784 ever step up and break Slater's legendary dominance on the high seas? Alright guys, pack up the vibes and get those umbrellas ready because a nasty tropical wave is actively locking down on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The local meteorological office dropped an official warning on Monday night, confirming that heavy showers and intense thunderstorm activity are set to rattle the island, with things expected to worsen significantly by Thursday. This atmospheric drama comes right as the Central Water and Sewage Authority has been enforcing strict daytime and nighttime water rationing across the country due to deepening a drought. Local emergency officials are urging Vincentians to stay vigilant and secure water storage set up safely before the heavens completely open up. Are you ready for this sudden weather flip-flop, or is the country's infrastructure about to get caught slipping? Moving on to the regional news. The Caribbean Court of Justice just dropped a legal hammer in Port of Spain, Trinidad, awarding a heavy $30,000 in damages to prominent 62-year-old Trinidadian political analyst Derek Ramsauge. The regional court ruled on Monday, May 25th, that Ramsauge's fundamental human rights and freedom of movement under the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas were unlawfully violated when Surinamese authorities detained him under a colonial-era beeperking order from October 2020 to September 2022 without access to legal counsel or his family. The CCJ panel, led by President Justice Winston Anderson, made it crystal clear that CARICOM nations cannot use domestic laws to bypass minimum human rights baselines guaranteed across the regional community. Will this historic CCJ victory finally stop CARICOM governments from abusing the rights of regional citizens traveling for business? Moving on to international news, the Middle East just turned into an absolute pressure cooker as U.S. military forces launched heavy self-defense airstrikes in southern Iran early Tuesday morning, May 6th. According to CENTCOM spokesman Captain Tim Hawkins, U.S. assets obliterated multiple Iranian missile launch sites and 2 military vessels that were caught attempting to drop mines directly into critical shipping lanes near U.S. warships. This explosive military action went down just hours after U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio expressed optimism regarding time-limited nuclear negotiations, and while President Donald Trump publicly claimed on social media that peace talks were proceeding nicely, Trump has been aggressively pressuring heavy hitters like Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Pakistan to normalize relations with Israel under an expanded Abraham Accords framework, but Pakistan has already flatly rejected the proposal over Palestinian statehood rights. So, can Trump actually pull off a historic Middle East peace deal while American bombs are actively dropping on Iranian soil? And finally, in entertainment news, the global music landscape just got completely rocked as the 2026 American Music Awards took over Las Vegas on Monday night, May 25th, with massive historic wins and jaw-dropping stadium performances. Pop royalty Taylor Swift absolutely dominated the nominations leaderboard with 8 nods. But the thing is, she left fans entirely in their feelings by skipping the actual ceremony. That vacuum left the door wide open for BTS, who marked an explosive return from their 4-year hiatus by sweeping major categories and instantly setting the internet on fire. Not to be outdone, global girl group sensation Cat's Eye brought pure unadulterated swagger to the stage, bursting out of a literal giant teddy bear for a psychedelic, mind-bending performance of Pinky Up that completely stole the entire broadcast. So did BTS just solidify their spot as the undisputed kings of pop music history with this massive Vegas comeback? Let's hear from you. That's it for today's edition of The Feed. Remember, stay sharp and focused as we keep you fed on The Feed.